Hey, hello, good evening everyone. Melissa here, creator and founder at Find Your Own Drive, and I just wanted to come in on this Sunday afternoon to give you a brief message that has been something I've been working on that I feel like relates to a lot of what other people might be experiencing as well. As I put in the title of this, it's not just the discipline, right? So my post earlier today was about lack of discipline and motivation, and I said this girl has no lack of motivation or drive right now. And the interesting thing about that at the event I went to last week in California was I discovered that when we're talking out loud, when we're saying things, even our actions are programming the universe. Now, I teach this all the time with my clients and in my Facebook Lives and in the stuff that I provide in my newsletters and post here on social media. But what I want to really share with you now is a deeper understanding that I received from my own training when I was out in San Diego. And what that was is when you think about how you put stuff out into the universe, whether you speak it or by actions, but mainly through the words, think of it as like a Google Drive, like you're laying tracks down in your Google Drive. It's your own personal Google Drive with your name on it. So when you say things like, I can't, I don't, I won't, I shouldn't, I couldn't, all of those things are like the search engine to your Google Drive. And what the Google Drive likes to do is provide you with supportive information about that. And so what you're continually getting is the fact that all the times that you felt that same way, the times that you felt defeated, the times that you felt that you weren't being served, the times that, sorry about that, my battery's going down. Let me plug this in. I thought I already did that. Okay. The times when you feel like, the energy around that when you couldn't or shouldn't or wouldn't, and that's what the Google Drive provides for you. That's what the information it gives. So the other piece of that is what or who do you need to be in order to no longer have that information stored on your Google Drive? Well, obviously you want to replace that information with better things that maybe you haven't already experienced, but if you believe it and speak it as if it already is, then the Google Drive will allow that information to be stored so the next time you feel like you're lacking motivation or you're lacking the energy, such as I said, I'm not lacking discipline or motivation in creating my new programs and my upcoming offers, but you know what? A part of me was lacking the discipline and a part of me was lacking the motivation. The key thing is that I spoke it out loud. I spoke my truth so that becomes the new information that is stored on my hard drive. So that when I go to do that Google search about myself, I can remember, oh my gosh, remember when I said that I was not lacking any discipline and I was not lacking any motivation, and I created more than I even thought I could possibly create. Because that's how the universe works. It takes the information that you provided and it also amps it up. When you put action behind it, that's when the results show up for you. So for the Soulful Sunday, I ask you to think about the times that you say those words, those negative words such as don't, can't, won't, no. Like, what is it that you could maybe replace that with? If you find yourself always saying no to something, then recognize that you have a choice. Maybe it's not the right timing. Maybe this is not a good fit for you. And when you say it in those terms, you don't cut yourself off with a solid no. Now think about going into your Google Drive on that solid no, right? When you were growing up, look at the tracks that were laid down on that. When you were told no, no meant bad things, stop where you are, it's not going to happen, it's not possible. And that's the place where we're going to lay down a new track on the word no, and we're going to say, right now it doesn't interest me. Right now it doesn't feel like a good fit. You don't want to cut your options off by just saying, nope, don't want to do it. But there is a time when you can say that with permission. When you really stand in your power and it's a firm no, then say no. Sometimes salespeople like to really come at you hard because they want to get the sale. And so instead of saying this isn't a good time and, the timing is wrong or I'm really not interested at the moment, they keep coming at you because they've been trained that a no does not necessarily mean no until it's been spoken, 5, 6 times. So what I encourage you to do when it comes time to say a no is add something onto that. No, I appreciate you offering me this opportunity, but it is a hard no right now. Or not even right now, it's a hard no. And it may sound like you're coming off very snotty or snobbish or, just being a real bitch. But the thing is you need to stand in that belief and know you really don't need a follow-up call. You really don't need them to check on you. And you really don't need them to continue the conversation trying to sell you whatever it is they might be selling. Does that make sense? I know there's a lot of information that goes around this and behind this, and I really find, when I do my own work and show up fully in my own understanding of things and being able to teach it to others, it really validates myself. It gives me the strength to keep utilizing these tools, but then it also allows me to start or continue to share them with my clients and those of you that watch. So think about the negative words, how you can replace those with more positive, lay down better tracks for that Google Drive, your own Google Drive, so it can remember and provide you with something more optimistic, positive, vibrational raising, like all of the good stuff, not the bad stuff. And also consider, who do you need to become in order to be that person? Because the person you are right now that's doing those kind of things is not the person that's going to leap you forward to the next destination, to your next best self. So try to think about that as well as you're laying down those tracks. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm fit, I'm excited, life brings me good things, I am in joy, all of those things. Lay down those tracks as often as possible, whether you believe them or not, because the universe will find a way to make them become true. And then you'll be like, wow, is this really happening for me? Is this my life? And what else can I do? And what else is coming for me? I'm open to possibilities. The universe is abundant. Like, there's so much goodness out there that all you have to do is just flip that switch, tap into who you are, what you desire, and just keep working towards that. And I would also recommend that you hire a coach along the way, because everyone needs a coach. We had them in school with guidance counselors, principals, teachers. We had them growing up with our parents, our grandparents, our siblings. We've had them with different jobs that we had with training and mentor. All of that is the same as what you would get from a life and transformational coach such as myself. So keep that in mind as well. If you'd like to have that conversation, please reach out. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you an amazing day. I won't take up any more of your time. I hope that this week is magical, and I hope that you find much joy and happiness. And from there, I will see you next week. Bye.